as I have kind of a viral videos about the iPhone 7 on my channel, that means I have a lot of iPhone 7 users on my channel. You guys are messaging me so much about the iPhone 7 on iOS 14. Then I thought, okay, the replying process is just odd, so let's make a video. I have been using iOS 14 on my device primarily from the iOS 14 developer beta 1. Here's I'm still rocking the iOS 14 over here. You may be able to see that the widgets. I'm using the iOS 14 over here. Yep, iOS 14. Yeah, I'm still using the iOS 14 and it's going well. So in this video we're going to talk about how good iOS 14 is on iPhone 7 or how good iPhone 7 is running with the iOS 14. So we're going to talk about these specific things: the startup time, speed test, heating, battery life, and finally my conclusion and should you update, because I'm using the iOS 14 on my device since developer beta 1. That means I know what are the pros and the cons of iOS 14 is. Okay, so let's talk about the startup time. I know that startup time doesn't matter that much because I don't think that you are gonna turn on and turn off your device each and every day. Since I have updated to iOS 14, I haven't turned on and turned off my device. So it's been a pretty while that I haven't turned or turned off my device. There is no meaning for that thing, but let's see how long does it take to turn on. I hope you guys got the idea about the startup time. Now let's talk about the speed test. So there are two parts basically. Number one is the regular users every single day, like regular day users, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, messaging, phone calls and video calling, and even some emailing, conference, things like that on Zoom or even Google Meet. The device is pretty fine for all of those things like Zoom call, video calling, like conference calling. I have doing all of these things on iOS 14 and it's pretty okay. There is no such issues other than the heating. We'll come back to the heating things very soon, but the heating is obviously there. So for day-to-day users, I found zero issues. It may be a little faster than iOS 13, I don't know, but it feels a little bit faster than the iOS 13. Like iOS 14 is pretty stable and pretty good looking. So in terms of the speed, regular day use, I found no such issues. Now let's talk about the gaming. Like that is the part where the iPhones, like old iPhones, get a little bad at, because in terms of gaming it gets very warm, like intensive. Like on iOS 13 it was playable, it was usable, but on iOS 14 the gaming is just not possible. Like it gets enormously hot, like very hot. I feel like it will get blast anytime, I don't know, but it gets really warm while I'm playing any kind of games, like even like very small games like Fairly Tumbler, Sonic Dash and these kind of games. Like it gets really warm. Then you can think about big games like Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, or even Fortnite. Don't think about Fortnite because it is much power intensive for the iPhone 7. So in terms of gaming on iOS 14, it's still bad yet, but it's the public beta. There will be the final version what will be very good in my opinion. Let's wait for that one. We'll see how good that goes. So in terms of the gaming, the iOS 14 is still lags behind the iOS 13. The next one is about the heating, and that is a part where I'm a tad bit disappointed with the iOS 14. I don't know what is the problem with the iOS 14. It gets very warm each and every time I just turn on the device. Like the device is off and after 4 to 5 minutes it will get very cool. But whenever I turn on the device, like now I have turned on the device, I'll do nothing. I'll just keep the device like this and wait for 5 minutes and the device will start to heat at the camera part. I don't know what is the problem. I think it is the problem with the widgets. Like the widgets keep caching the data from the internet and all of the things. I don't know about all of the things. There is no such valid proofs about all of the things, so I'll not talk about all of those things. But this device gets automatically warm. Like there is no such reasons. I've turned this device on and it started to get warmer at the camera part. So I have no idea what is going on. I think with the future updates we may see the fix. And there is also another issue with the memory, like it gets filled automatically, the storage system memories, but I haven't seen that issue with my device. But the heating issue is obviously there, and still right now it's getting warmer at the camera part, and I have no idea why this thing is happening on the iPhone 7. Like I have no idea why it's happening. Like there is no reason for this kind of intensive heating. Like it feels like I'm gaming on this device, but currently I'm doing nothing. As you can see, I'm doing nothing, but it's getting warmer. No reason. Okay, the next one is battery life. So I think now you can guess about the battery life. As this device is getting warm automatically, that means there is something going on in the background, and equal to that is battery dead. So whenever a device is getting warmer, that means the battery is getting consumed because it's doing something in the processors. And I think that is the reason why the battery drains happens on this device. Like last night I was downloading something from the Play Store and I had around 86% battery life, and after like 20 minutes I saw like I had around 67% battery life. So there is around a big battery drain just by doing nothing, just by downloading a game from the App Store, and that's ridiculous. The battery drains happens automatically on this device on the iOS 14, but on iOS 13 I had no issues like that. On iOS 14 the battery drains happens automatically, and the heating is happening still. Right now I am doing nothing, and the heating on this part is still happening, and I'm doing nothing. As you can see, I'm just holding the device on my hand. Okay, the final is the conclusion, and should you update to iOS 14? You guys asked me, should I update to iOS 14? Is iOS 14 good? Yes, I know that there is a lot of features on the iOS 14. I know that you love this app gallery on the iOS 14, but my friend, wait bro, why to update? What is the rush? So I have ruined my device a little bit, but no problem, I'm gonna go back to iOS 13.5.1 or the iOS 13.6 today, because this iOS 14 is just a little bit unusable for me. But I was using this device just for test and things like that, but I don't feel that the iOS 14 is going well with my iPhone 7, and I just don't want to destroy my phone just by using the iOS 14. And the extra features like the widgets on the home screen or even the app library, and these are very hefty little features, the small Siri or even the small phone call, and these things are important, but it is not as important as your phone, because if your phone dies, then how you're gonna use all of those features? You can understand that thing. So after talking about all of those things about the iOS 14, I think now I just don't need to make you understand why you should not update to iOS 14 right away. Wait for the iOS 14's final release, and after that go for the iOS 14. You'll feel a little better with the iOS 14 on the iPhone 7, but right now the iPhone 7 is not doing well with the iOS 14. If you don't trust me, then you can watch any other YouTuber's video. They will say that the old iPhones from iPhone 6s to the iPhone X are not doing with the iOS 14 update. So that was my conclusion, my final update. Don't update to iOS 14 if you don't have a secondary device. Like I have the iPhone 7 as my secondary and also my primary device sometime. That's the reason I'm using the iOS 14. Otherwise I will never update my main device with the iOS 14, because it gets warmer, the usability is a little lower, like sometimes the app crashes, and Safari especially, I have seen like Safari gone white screen. I don't have any reason for that things, but yeah, that was it about the iOS 14 on the iPhone 7. It's not running well. So yeah, that was about the iOS 14 on the iPhone 7. It's okay, usable, but not the best one you will experience with the iOS 13.5. So that is my conclusion about the iOS 14 on the iPhone 7. I hope you guys got something, and I think from now you don't need to message me about the iOS 14 on the iPhone 7. You know all of the things. That is all for this one. See you in another bro. Till then, if you haven't liked this one, you should definitely do, and if you haven't subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, then what? Then you should definitely subscribe, because you'll miss a lot of things I think you don't want to miss. Goodbye, bros. Bye.